Good morning. I'm Todd Evans with Pellissippi State Community College, and I'm very happy to welcome Erica Green-Smith, a senior recruiter with DENSO in Maryville, Tennessee. Welcome, Erica.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about who DENSO is today. I hope you enjoy and learn a lot today from us. DENSO is the second largest automotive supplier in the world. Our largest manufacturing facility for North America is actually in Maryville, Tennessee. And we've got a short video to kind of give you some more information about who DENSO is that we're going to play right now.
Kaizen, continuous improvement. This was our philosophy when we started in rural Japan in 1949. We were small, barely 1,500 people, but intent on proving ourselves. We made mistakes. We failed at times. But we never gave up. Because at DENSO, we know success is not measured by the miles you've traveled, but by the obstacles you've overcome. And we've grown to become one of the largest auto parts suppliers in the world, with more than 170,000 employees across 5 continents and 35 regions and countries. We've been at the forefront of innovation, pioneering technology to make the world a greener, safer place. But that's not enough. Mobility is changing, becoming autonomous, connected and shared. Young upstart companies are increasing the competition, rolling their ideas out faster. The road to success is twisting and branching in ways we've never seen before. And if we want to survive, we have to push ourselves forward. We have to make a change and embrace a new way of innovating. And at the core of our new evolution is you. It's your ideas. It's your vision and your creativity that will shape the company we will become. You have the freedom to dream the solutions no one else can, and to take the smart risks no one else will. Because the only way we will lead the world to solve the great challenges of our time is by channeling the strengths of each one of you. You are crafting the core. You are DENSO.
Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that.
Well, great. Thank you, Erica. That tells us a little bit about DENSO. Can you tell us a little bit about your own career path with DENSO?
Sure. So tell you a little bit about my education and career journey. I actually went to Maryville College to get my bachelor's in business. And I knew I wanted to be in business, but I wasn't sure which career path. So business degree is a kind of a big umbrella. So and I would encourage students to do this too, is to take internships to kind of figure out what you would want to do. So I actually took an internship in accounting, and I enjoyed accounting, but I realized for my personality, I really enjoyed human resources. So I got my master's in human resource from Tusculum University, and then started my career in the human resources area. So now I'm a senior recruiter with DENSO, and my main responsibility is actually diversity recruitment and K through 12 community outreach, promoting advanced manufacturing in the STEM career fields. So I'm really happy to be here with you, Todd, to talk about Pellissippi. You all have some great programs that that would help students have a great career at DENSO after they graduate.
About how many people work at DENSO in the Maryville area?
Yeah, so we're actually the largest employer in Blount County, and we employ about 5,100 people.
And what kind of jobs are available, and kind of more on the entry level for people that are just getting out of high school and maybe beginning in college?
Yeah, so right out of high school, we have lots of opportunities in our manufacturing production lines. So we have production associates that we need. We have logistics associates that we need, and those are for high school diploma. But if you're looking at gaining a technical diploma or some type of a certificate, we do hire and have lots of opportunities in our skilled trades. So in our machine shop maintenance, tool and die maintenance as well.
What type of pay could someone expect coming in kind of an entry level type position? I
Right.
know
So,
it's a range, but
yeah. So, and we actually, it differs depending on if you're first shift or second shift or third shift. If you're willing to work second or third shift, we pay you a little more. But entry level, right out of high school with a high school diploma or GED, we start our associates at around $15 an hour.
that's awesome. What are the, and I know I'm sure it varies, but what typically are the top 2 or 3 positions that are the hardest to fill, or you're always looking to fill?
Yeah, well, we're always looking to fill our production and logistics associates. And then I would say the second most would be our skilled trades people. So, if you do end up going the route of, attending Pellissippi or TCAT or something like that, those are really important positions that we look for as well. And then I would say the third is engineers.
So for those skilled trade opportunities, what are you looking for from an education background or an experience background on average?
Yeah, so we look, of course, high school diploma or GED, a 2-year technical degree or 2 years technical experience equivalent. And let's see. And those people can make, starting out, if you come in through, the skilled trades and you have, let's say, a 2-year technical degree, those people can start around $20, $21 an hour. It just depends on how many years of experience that person may have.
And engineers are those the 4-year degree positions?
Yeah. So if you're trying to apply for an engineering position, obviously that would be a 4-year type of engineering degree. And those just starting out with no experience start out at around $50,000 a year.
Does DENSO offer any kind of tuition reimbursement or
We do.
career help?
Yeah, we do actually. So let's say you are a high school senior getting ready to graduate and you're not really sure, you want to go to college yet, or do you want to do the skilled trades route, or do you want to go to a 4-year school, and you're trying to figure that out. We do offer, if you were to come work at DENSO, let's say just entry level as a production associate, if you work for us for 1 year, we will help you pay for college. So that's called our tuition reimbursement program.
That's awesome. What other kind of benefits does DENSO offer?
Yeah, so we offer, let's see, we offer medical, dental, vision, and life insurance. We also offer paid time off. You get 13 paid vacation days. We call it paid time off. We also have holiday pay. So, all the major holidays we have off and they're paid. Again, we mentioned tuition reimbursement. That's a benefit. We also have 401k. And then DENSO has some really unique benefits that not all companies have or are fortunate to have, but we actually have a workout center at our facility it's a huge workout, gym type, and it has treadmills and free weights and a full basketball court. We also have a doctor's office very close to our facility. It is a DENSO medical office there. And we have doctors and nurses and a pharmacy as well. So that's a really great benefit, if you were to have a family to utilize that center.
I would think it's a pretty diverse workforce. Are there like affinity groups or groups of people that have different interests?
Yes, we do. We actually just started affinity groups this year. So we encourage those, and we do have employees that are meeting in regards to that. So that's what I really love about DENSO. They're a global company and international company, so we're very diverse, and we promote that, and we cultivate those relationships and encourage those meetings among people.
And so for those that might not know, affinity groups might be something like a group of employees that are big Mandalorian fans from Star Wars, or Harry Potter fans, or people, things like that. So those can kind of be fun groups of people from different departments that might not otherwise get to know each other.
Yes, correct.
So as you look at so many people that you probably talk with in your recruiting efforts, along with the people within DENSO that are looking for folks to hire, what are some personal characteristics that are important to those hiring managers, especially for younger people? Not necessarily the technical skills or the education, but those the work ethic and things like that. What type of those skills are those managers looking for?
Well, I would say the number one skill that we look at is communication skills. How are you when communicating face to face? Any of those interactions when you come in for your interview, throughout the whole interview process, how are your communication skills? That's number one. And then I would say, a couple other skills that we look for are, how are your troubleshooting skills? How are the problem solving skills? It doesn't matter what job you have, you're going to incur, some type of problem or troubleshooting, something like that. I mean, even in my experience in the business side and the recruiting side, things come up. And so how am I able to problem solve and come up with a solution that is efficient, and that's beneficial to the company? So being able to have those type of skills is really good, and self-motivated, not waiting for somebody to tell you to have to do something, or showing up for work on time. I mean, just simple things like that can take you a long way.
Great, thank you. Once someone joins DENSO, how do you develop those folks within DENSO? How do they grow within the company?
Right. So, there's two different ways that you can go about that. One is, communicate with your manager that you're wanting to learn more, to take some training classes. We do offer, all kinds of training classes to our employees. Right now, we're not necessarily doing too many face-to-face, but normally we would be doing face-to-face. So we're offering a lot of virtual classes for our employees to take. So one is communicating that with your manager that you're interested in that. And then another way is, the manager sees potential in people. So, it's kind of backwards too. So if they see potential in somebody and they encourage that person to maybe go do some leadership type training as well. So we develop our talent that way as well.
One of the things I've been impressed with getting to know DENSO over the years is that you develop people not only to be leaders, but also for those that maybe don't want to be a supervisor, that you develop people to be technical experts as well.
Exactly.
Because sometimes people like to be good with technical. They don't want to be a supervisor. They like being a technical person. And so I like that. You've got different ways that you can grow.
Exactly. Yeah, you can develop your technical skills if you don't want to go the leadership or management route. But then if you do, we also offer, those types of courses as well and different programs for that.
Yeah, and it's a really good mixture of things that are delivered within DENSO, but then taking advantage of a TCAT or Pellissippi or outside as well. What are some ways that, and DENSO is huge within not only Blount County, but within, East Tennessee, but what are some specific ways that DENSO gets engaged within the local community?
Yeah, so hopefully we've had some of our schools benefit from some of the things that we've been able to offer. But we do support our local schools with grants and sponsorships. We also mentor and donate money to robotics clubs. We're also involved in Red Cross, Habitat for Humanity, food banks. And actually during this whole COVID-19, situation, we actually donated. We were able to make, because we are a production, company, we started making face shields. So I thought that was really unique. It took us 19 days to transfer some of our manufacturing lines to making face shields. We distributed those to different areas across America, donating them to, hospitals and doctors' offices. Prior to COVID-19, we actually, being a manufacturing company and safety is, number one, we had a lot of PPE, personal protective equipment on hand that we donated to local hospitals. So we donated, masks, we donated gloves, safety glasses, anything that we thought would be useful that they needed, we donated to them.
That's awesome. Thank you. I know that meant a lot to a lot of the first responders and our healthcare professionals.
Yeah, and then once school started, we ended up donating some face shields to schools for their teachers as well.
How do you, or how does DENSO encourage your employees to engage within the community or with community service?
Yeah, so we actually promote a lot of the community service opportunities with our employees through either email or our internal community newsletters. Sometimes during our team meetings, we'll bring up, upcoming community service opportunities. So we really promote that with our employees to give back to the communities that we live within, right? Their success is our success. And, we offer paid time, work time off to volunteer as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything as fulfilling as working on a house at a Habitat for Humanity project. It's a pretty rewarding time well spent, and with your coworkers too. Mm-hmm. So I know DENSO has been involved with automotive for such a long time, and y'all are on some pretty cutting edge stuff, to use a technical term. But can you kind of give everybody a sense of what you're working on now and where you see the industry over the next maybe 10 years, and how DENSO might be adapting over those next 10 years?
Yeah, so what we're working on, like you said, things that are coming up is, and what we've been working on for a couple of years, but what we see happening more of is electrification of cars, electric cars, to reducing the environmental burden, and the efficiency of electric cars. The other aspect too is automated driving, which, is something that's, you're just going to see more and more of that in cars. Another thing that's interesting that people may not have heard of is connected cars. So this is where your car would be connected to outside things, right? So your car could be connected to somebody else's car. And so, to reduce, crashes, or your car could be connected to a red light, for instance. So if you come upon a red light and there's no other cars around you, the red light would turn green. So there's no sense in, waiting there if there's no other cars. So your car would be able to be connected to, things like red lights. So those are kinds of the things: electrification, automated driving, and connected cars.
So as you look at, a younger person that's just beginning in their careers, it's not just, machining and traditional technical skills. It's a lot of computer skills. Mm-hmm. It's those other skills, but even more. What would you say, or what would you encourage a younger person that's thinking about a career with DENSO in terms of how you might pursue employment with DENSO?
Yeah, well, the great thing about DENSO is that you can have a really great career with just a high school diploma, or with a college degree, or with a 2-year, technical degree. There is an opportunity for everyone at DENSO. We do offer lots of great benefits, that include the pay. So no matter what career field or what path you want to go to, like you mentioned, do you want to go the technical route? Do you want to go the leadership management type route? Those opportunities are there for you. You have the opportunity to go for it. If you want to be in leadership, if you want to develop your technical skills, those opportunities are there for you, and we offer those. But you got to be that self-motivated person to go after them as well.
Definitely. And what's interesting to me is I've met so many people at DENSO that, started there 20, 30 years ago, that graduated from high school, started there and have their master's degree, or, they work there while also continuing on their education. And others that are equally as successful, that still have their high school degree, but own their own home and have
Exactly.
A very nice life, and they have a boat, and take care of their kids in college and all that stuff. So you have the full range of employees, and what a nice life for everyone. So so maybe any final thoughts on why someone might want to consider a career with DENSO?
Well, the main one is, we're right here in Pellissippi students' backyard. We're right here in Maryville. We also have a location in Athens and Nashville as well. But we're a global company too. So that means the opportunities are endless. The opportunities to travel, to move up and around in your career are endless. We offer lots of great benefits, and, we're here to support our employees in whatever career path they want to take. We're here for them to encourage that and support them in that.
Well, great. Well, thank you, Erica, and thank you, DENSO, for helping us celebrate National Manufacturing Month. DENSO has been an awesome partner with Pellissippi State for many years, and we definitely appreciate it. And again, Erica, thank you so much for your time.